Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel here. Just doing a quick kind of reaction video to some news that came out about the Acolyte show. I just want to say, first off, before we get started, there's going to be spoilers for the Acolyte, obviously, in this. So if you, haven't watched the current episodes, turn away now. And yeah, I mean, I haven't done, I haven't done breakdowns of episodes 3 or 4 just because I just haven't really cared. They just been kind of, trash. But for those of you that didn't know, there's been some controversy right now going around because Ki-Adi-Mundi showed up in episode 4, and he's not supposed to be there at this time because he has this famous line in Phantom Menace when he says the Sith have been gone for a millennia. So that kind of retcon stuff that happened in the Phantom Menace, and one of the things I was saying when this show was announced, I was like, because it's so close to the Phantom Menace, they have to be careful with what they do. They can't just do whatever they want. They gotta stick to what happened. Technically after, but before. And we actually got some comments from one of the Acolyte writers addressing his appearance. And when I was watching the episode, I didn't even realize that was him. I knew that was his species, but I didn't realize that was actually the Ki-Adi-Mundi. I just assumed it was a different, just another Jedi of his species. I didn't assume it was him exactly. But I guess in the credits it was actually listed as Ki-Adi-Mundi, so that's why I didn't really react to it, too much when I saw it in the episode. But anyway, so in the article here it says that there was a major timeline issue raised. Some of the companion literature for Phantom Menace set Ki-Adi-Mundi's birthday as 92 BBY, which would be about 40 years after the Acolyte, was taking place. So that's kind of a plot hole there. He's not even supposed to be born yet, so now they're saying that he's already born, which would make him in his hundreds then in the Phantom Menace. And then we get to the comments kind of regarding his appearance in there. I guess the writer's name is Claire C.K. Kitchell, probably butchering that, but posted some responses to the controversy over Ki-Adi-Mundi, arguing that the line from Phantom Menace, he has never known about any Sith during that time. A separate question / criticism of the supposed pothole got a similar response from Kitchell that Ki-Adi-Mundi doesn't know anything about the Sith. Why would he? If he's in the Acolyte, though, he's gonna know. I mean, obviously we haven't got to the end of the Acolyte, so they haven't determined if it is a Sith or if it's just a Dark Jedi or whatever. If it's just a Jedi gone bad. So I mean, if it's not a Sith, then I guess maybe you could have that argument, but it sure seems like it's a Sith based on the ending of that episode. He's got the red lightsaber, the black cloak and helmet. He's training, an acolyte and apprentice. Sure seems like it's a Sith, I mean, I don't know. I mean, and don't even get me started on episode 3. I mean, that was complete trash. I remember watching it with my fiance, and I was like, especially with that scene where they're doing the ritual for them to become witches, I'm like, this doesn't even feel like Star Wars. I feel like I'm watching something different. And the fact that they'll just die, so just randomly, we just cut to the scene, they're all laying on the ground dead. What the heck happened? They're supposed to be powerful Force users, that can create 2 Force-sensitive beings out of nothing that even Darth Plagueis and Palpatine couldn't do, but you could die to frickin' fire. Doesn't make sense. And there's another part of his article. He said, if anything, Ki-Adi-Mundi's presence in the Acolyte is through a line for the hubris of the Jedi theme, that he never learned anything about the threat of the dark side and cost his beloved Jedi Order everything, including Mundi's life when he was shot down by his own clone troopers in Order 66. I mean, I don't know, because I was under the impression that if it is a Sith, that all the Jedi that found out about him, or the Sith would have to die, because that's how it would make sense then in Phantom Menace when he says that they've been dead for a millennium. But now he's the one in here, and we were all expecting a Yoda cameo, but we got a Ki-Adi-Mundi, which I was definitely not expecting. But that's kind of really it for the article and just kind of my thoughts on it. I actually thought the first two episodes were pretty good. Episode 3 was bad. Episode 4 was a little bit better, but then they had that Ki-Adi-Mundi scene, which kind of, retcon stuff. But I did think the Sith Lord looks pretty cool. The little giant force push he did at the end there, I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, that's kind of it for the video. If you just want to leave a like and subscribe and leave a comment down below, kind of what your thoughts are on the show are. And thank you, and may the force be with you.